For today's webinar, we'll be talking about what to consider when buying new technology, specifically new smartphones, tablets, and computers. So first off, smartphones. So you would have to consider the brightness of the phone. It has to be bright enough to see outdoors. It also has to be sharp enough that the text isn't blurry. It shouldn't go under the resolution of 1920 multiplied by 1080p when buying a phone with a large screen, and the best resolution is about 2560 to 1440 quad HD. For the size, smartphones can basically be the size of a tablet. Consider how the phone fits in your hand. You might want a big screen, but you're sacrificing ease of use and portability by going for a larger screen. The opposite can also cause issues. A phone that is smaller may be easier to misplace and harder to read stuff on. For battery, a larger phone with a larger screen may generally have a bigger battery, but it may compromise battery life to have a bigger screen too. Most Android smartphones come with special fast chargers that take minutes to boost your battery to at least half. A tip is to buy an iPad charger for your iPhone to get faster charging. For storage, it is recommended to get a smartphone with at least 64 gigabytes of storage. Apps are bigger these days and photos take up a lot of space. Some Android phones have micro SD card slots that can boost up your space. For camera, if you enjoy taking pictures, it is a good idea to get a smartphone with a good camera. These phones tend to be more expensive, and the best camera can change from year to year as brands compete. So the age, refurbished phones are cheaper, but the age of them could be a determining factor of whether it's worth it or not. If it is about 2 to 3 years old, it may stop getting important updates, which are often crucial to security. Updates for certain apps also might not work, or some app developers might just stop supporting certain versions of them that were run on older updates. If it is just for texts and emails, then a refurbished phone is fine. The company's reputation. Apple, Samsung, LG, and Google are known and trusted brands. Some others like Blue, Huawei, and OnePlus have gone under fire for various reasons. Some have been caught for sending private data back to headquarters. Other options to consider: does it have stereo speakers, like audio from the top and the bottom? Does it have wireless charging, a headphone jack? Does it support new 5G networks? Is it waterproof or resistant? So for tablets, many of the consideration will also apply to the person's purchase of a tablet, but some additional things you should consider when purchasing a tablet are how you will use it. Are you using it as an alternative to a computer? If so, you should consider a case that allows you to prop it up and add an additional keyboard. You should also consider getting a higher amount of storage. Make sure the screen is big enough. Are you using this tablet just on Wi-Fi, or will you purchase a wireless data plan to use it with? For computers, you'd have to consider the processor. The processors are the electronic circuitry in your computer that executes the computer program. Having a better processor increases the speed of your computer. The speed is decided by processor cores, the double core and the quad core. You would also have to consider the RAM. The RAM stands for Random Access Memory. This is a computer's short-term data storage. RAM stores the info that the computer is actively using, so the memory the apps you are running use. You should always go for a minimum of 4 gigabytes of RAM and up to 8 gigabytes. For storage, your computer's storage stores and enables you access to your long-term data. This is anything saved onto your computer, like applications, files, photos, videos, and more. Having enough storage is crucial in keeping your computer running smoothly. You want to be able to leave at least 50% of your storage free. The screen size of your computer. The typical screen size range is from 11 to 17 inches. Bigger screen laptops use more battery, but battery capacity might go up with screen size, so be sure to ask. Bigger screens can have benefits for proper computer ergonomics and be easier to see. Bigger screen also means heavier and more difficult to look around. The resolution. The resolution is how sharp your screen will appear. You should aim for at least an 1080p. This is especially something you should consider if you are planning to watch a lot of videos or look at a lot of pictures on your computer. The size and the weight. For portability's sake, a 13-inch or less laptop is usually recommended, but you typically get more for your money with thicker and heavier laptops, as they do have generally a higher capacity for more RAM and storage. Note, with desktop portability and battery life, it doesn't matter, and most people usually choose 24-inch monitors. So the operating system, most popular are Mac OS and Windows. Usually this comes down to personal preference about the appearance and the perceived ease of use. Apple products all link together and tend to have better security, which is the common reason why people prefer them. Switching from one to another can be daunting as it requires you to learn new ways of navigating. The connectivity. You should look for USB-C, USB 3.1 ports, and HDMI headphone and microphone jacks. Apple computers have downsized and now only offer USB-C ports, which require you to buy converters to plug in older integration with existing devices. It is important to you for all devices to be easily synced. You might want to consider sticking with a brand or an OS that you already use. This can also make it easier for setup and backup purposes, especially if you can't go in person to receive help transferring your data. The price. The average cost for a new computer is $700. This can be much higher dependent on the brand and the RAM, storage, and screen size. When making a choice, you should weigh your budget against what you're going to use it for. If you're going to make heavy use out of it, investing more saves you from needing a newer one soon. You can also get away with something cheaper if it's just for emails or simple tasks. Back to school sales and tax holidays. If you're considering buying a new device, now is a great time to do so. Back to school sales are either already happening or will be happening soon at many popular retailers. Additionally, a handful of US states are offering tax holidays on certain back to school items. So back to school sales, some stores will require a student ID to take advantage of the sales, but many don't. Here are some stores where you can get back to school deals without being a student. There is HP, Dell, Microsoft, Target, and Staples. All these are clickable links that you'd be able to access once their presentation has been sent out to you. So deals on products. So there are a lot of products that are currently on sale, and they include the Canon Pixma all-in-one inkjet printer, which was $100 but now is on for $60. The Apple Watch Series 3 was $199 and now it's $169. The HP Chromebook was $219 and now is $169. The 27-inch BenQ desktop monitor was $300 and now is $179. The Apple AirPod Pros was $250 and now is $220. The Beats Solo Pro was $300 and now is $230. The Apple iPad Mini was $400 and now is $385. The Dell XPS 13 was $850 and now is $700. And finally, the Apple MacBook Air was $1,000 and now is $900. These are all also clickable links that you would be able to access once the email has been sent out to you later. So for tax holidays, the following U.S. states are offering tax holidays on computers and other tech. So if you live in Florida, Missouri, South Carolina, and New Mexico, the tax holiday is from August 7th to August 9th. If you live in Massachusetts, it's from August 29th to 30th. And if you live in Tennessee, it is from July 31st to August 2nd. So these are just some extra blogs that will help answer some of your tech questions while providing you with valuable information. We will now be watching a live demo. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to our website or call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. ET on Thursdays.